Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. We do this Monday through Friday. This is the series where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. If you've been following this series or just started watching it a couple of weeks ago, we went through my entire Spyderco collection. We'll continue to do Spydercos as they come in. I'm one of the Spyderco, part of the Spyderco collector series, so I buy all of them, and I'll do those. But we're done with that. They're all on the playlist, the Knife of the Day playlist. It took us about 230 days to do it. We are now moving on to the rest of my collection. And what I said I would do is I'm going to look at the Chris Reeve knives. I've done two of those already. I'm going to look at the Microtech automatic knives collection that I have. This is one of them that you're looking at now. And I'll do the Browse Blade collection. Unlike the Spyderco collection, I'm going to go back and forth through those three collections until all three of them are done. Then we'll move on to Striders and Customs and those kinds of things, okay? So this is a new kind of knife I'm excited about. I really love the Microtech Ultratech automatics. Now this is the Microtech Ultratech, one of their more popular knives. They come in all kinds of different flavors. This one has the Tanto blade with the DLC black coated blade. Let's talk about the Ultratech and this version of it. Now, usually, in my experience, and some of your experiences may differ, this is one that's kind of stiff when you're bringing it back in. And a lot of their automatics are like that, especially a lot of the Ultratechs. We can talk about that too. Usually what Microtech does is they release one of their automatics in different colors and different configurations. This one and most of mine, except for I think two of my Microtech automatics, are LMAX steel, a very good steel. But they come in all kinds of different steels, from S35VN to all kinds of other different steels. So they have a lot of variety, a lot of different blade shapes, and a lot of different handles as well. I want to start with this one. I have three of them. We won't go them back to back, but you'll see them as we go through the collection. I want to start with this one because it really has most of the standard parts to it that an Ultratech has. Again, it can come in all kinds of different flavors. So let's talk about this. I called it an automatic out the front. And yes, I'm going to look like a little wimp because I'm going to have to use two hands on some of these as we go through. A lot of them I don't. If you've ever handled an Ultratech, you'll notice that a lot of them are stiff bringing them back. And it's not like a regular knife where over time it gets better. Now, I have to admit, to me, it's not that big of a problem because what you want with an automatic is for it to fly out as fast as possible, okay? And so these fly out. Putting it back in is the least of my worries, so I just use two hands on some of these. I have done, when I first started YouTube, I did a big thing of all my Ultratechs, and it had some of the nastiest comments and a lot of, they're going, oh, look at him, he's a wimp, he keeps talking about he can't put them in. And that's after I did 12 of these in one sitting. So it does get it, your fingers a little crazy, it really does. But I really love these. Now let's talk about the elements of this particular Ultratech, and I'll try to set it up, since this is the first knife, for some of the characteristics you'll see. I said it's an out the front automatic, and the reason I say that, double action out the front automatic. Double action out the front automatic. One of mine in this collection is just a single action. Double action means with this lever right here, that's on the side of this aluminum handle. By the way, the size and everything is just perfect. With the aluminum handle, you see the grips here? The reason is you just push it out. A spring pushes out the blade real fast. And because it's double action, you pull it back in and the spring springs back in as well. So it looks like I'm struggling to pull it in. I'm not, but honestly, guys, I'm an older guy. A little bit of arthritis. But this is a lot of, it's stiffer. You'll see as we go through. Some are stiffer than others. Does not bother me. And if you go on YouTube and look at a lot of them, you'll see people doing what I just did. Double action means it goes out and back with the lever. Okay? This is just so well done as far as construction is concerned. Let's talk about the blade. The blade is Elmax steel with that black coating on it. That's a fuller right here. You can see on the top for looks, but also it takes off some of that weight of the blade. You see that in a lot of blades. Flat ground, and of course with the Tanto shape. Comes out of the box very sharp. One thing I like about Microtechs, their automatics, I only have their automatics, but I've seen on their other knives as well. They don't leave anything to the imagination. They tell you, they have the birth date of this. Usually the birth date is on the clip, when it was manufactured, the month and the year. It tells you it's Elmax, it tells you it's Tanto. It gives you the information on the blade, which I really like. I know it's a lot of writing on the blade, and usually I don't like writing on that blade. But with Ultratech, with Microtech, I believe they do it as classy as possible. Some people may disagree, but I like the fact that they have it on the blade. This blade is 3.4 inches long. The edge is 3.1 inches. And when I say 3.4 inches, it's measured from the tip to the beginning of the base. Now, I know in a lot of places in the U.S., automatic knives are not allowed. They just aren't. I live in a place where they are. So in some places you can buy them, you just can't carry them. Some places they don't even want you to buy them. I can buy it and carry it where I live. All right? So you can see that kind of situation. Very nice action on these. On the handle, I just noticed that some of the tools to take apart these are now being sold on Blade HQ. I don't take apart my knives. I know for a lot of you and a lot of people that's important. I'm just different. It's not that important to me. Okay? And people go, well, how do you maintain it, etc.? I get all of that. Just like I love when people take them apart. I am a member of a lot of YouTubers who do that. I watch their stuff. I love it. I just don't. It's just me. But you can do that. There's a little grip on the side because usually you're carrying it like this when you first open it. It feels good in the hand. All of them come with a clip. Most of them are aluminum. I'll show you some that aren't. But the regular or the regular handle is aluminum. This one is olive green, but they come in all different things. The clip is their standard clip right here, and it's only right hand carry, only tip down. One thing I want to mention, and I'm not going to give you a demonstration because I'm not ready to, but I'm not set up for it, but you can see it on YouTube. Some people are concerned about, well, will it go off in my pocket? First, it takes pressure. See this? It takes pressure to get this blade out. So they don't accidentally go off. Here's the other thing, and this is the demonstration I'm not going to give you because with my luck, it'll go through my hand or something. but you can see it on YouTube. This blade, if it hits something solid, if you know, while it's going out, it will go off of track. It will not pierce. So if it were to go off in your pocket, and it would be very hard for that to happen, then it would not go through your pants. It would get that resistance before it's fully out, and it'll go off track. And then you just pull it hard and it's back on track. Okay? Go check out every YouTuber, not everyone, because I'm not doing it, but a lot of people will show you that. That does happen on all of the Microtech automatics, okay? It does happen, and that's a safety thing. They always bring a glass breaker on the end. There's always an end on all of the ones that I've got. So most of the automatics, they have a glass breaker. There are several different ones, several different types. I only own 3 different. The first is the older ones, where this right here is just a big point, and it's a pain. It even stops me from carrying it sometimes, because if you hit it, it hurts. They then have a duller one, and this is a duller one. That's why I'm doing this. And now the more recent ones, and you'll see that as we go through the collection, they have like a ball bearing that moves around. So it doesn't hurt you at all, but it still breaks glass. Very nice knife. I think the Ultratech, and you'll see some of the bigger ones that I have that are totally tactical, and I carry them for that reason. This, of course, could be tactical, but also a very good EDC knife. The right size. I love, the slim proportions. Everything makes this thing a nice EDC knife. Of course, every knife can be tactical, right? But this is one of their more popular EDC type automatic out the fronts. Double action. So the knife of the day, we're just starting to touch the Microtech collection, is the Microtech Ultratech. This is with the Tanto blade, the olive aluminum body, and this one has DLC, the black DLC on the blade. Elmax steel as well. They come in all kinds of different steels. You can buy them in whatever flavor you like. This is the first one out of that collection. Remember, I'm going to do Chris Reeve knives, Microtech automatic out the fronts, and my Browse blade knives all together, mix and match. So we're going to get a lot of variety going on. And when we get new Spydercos, I'll introduce those too. There you have it. I put it against the Spyderco Delica and Endura, since we did over 230 videos of Spydercos. You could check out, and I know that that's one of the most popular Spydercos, so kind of can judge the size of the knife and even the thinness of the knife by those knives. Hope you guys are doing well. If you enjoy this kind of video, don't forget to thumb it up. I'm doing this before I run to work late, and it just keeps me going. Subscribe so that you always get my videos, and it helps me out. Also, turn on that bell after you subscribe. That gives you notifications, so when I do special videos, you can get it. I was a little longer now than usual. When I start a collection, like when I do Browse blades, I'll just to introduce the whole thing like I did with these automatics. And then I promise you they'll get back to the 8 and 9 minute mark, 6, 7, 8, 9 minute mark, okay? Thank you guys. Hope you're doing well. Take good care of yourselves. It's getting chilly out there in most of the United States. So keep warm, keep safe, keep healthy, and keep those pockets full. Goodbye.